Heck yeah. Guys, I am so excited for next comic. She hosts a rival show. No, I'm kidding. She hosts a show every Monday at Eastburn called It's Gonna Be Okay. Makes noise right now for the extremely funny Babs Holm.
Hey, everybody. Before this, I was playing pinball at a bar, and this man came up to me, and he was like, "Oh, you like pinball? Can I play with you?" And I was like, "Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. I had a rough day at work. I don't have the emotional energy to do any small talk." And he said, "Cool," and then he kept talking to me. And he was like, "I just think it's like so awesome that you come to bars by yourself and drink beer and play pinball." And I said, "I'm glad that you confuse awesome with lonely." And he was like, "I just really want to play with you. I've never seen a woman that likes pinball and beer and has tattoos." And I said, "Is this your first day in Portland?" And it was his first day in Portland. And he was like, "Let's play it together. Let's play against each other." And I was like, "No, thank you. No, thank you." And then he said, "Here's the deal. If you win," and he held up a bag of weed, and he said, "I'll give you this bag of weed." And he said, "But if I win, you have to give me your phone number." So I said yes, because I know how to make up a fake phone number. And we played, and I beat him I kicked his ass like really easily, and I almost felt kind of guilty about how much better I did than him. But before you feel like too bad for him, he was a white guy with dreadlocks. And no offense if you are a white guy with dreadlocks, but you look like you love Burning Man more than you hate racism. Some of my jokes might seem like I hate men because they're smart, but I don't hate men. I have a brother that I love like a brother every day. I'm just so grateful that I didn't eat him inside the womb, because he's 3 years younger than me. That would have been uncomfortable for my mom. And I am really hoping that you guys are all like staying hydrated, staying cool. It is so hot out there. I'm really worried about global warming. I think global warming solutions are kind of like a threesome, because we all like to talk about it. But eventually everyone will die. And I'm really worried about it. The scientists are saying that this year it's going to be 20 degrees hotter inside my pussy. I work in community mental health. Anybody else overcompensating for their own issues? I love it. I've been working in community mental health for over 3 years now, and I think that I've wanted to be a therapist for a very long time, but I did not want to be a therapist in 2025. This, our last year of Earth. Being a therapist in 2025 is kind of like being the door in the movie Titanic. Because I'm sinking into the ice and I'm cracking under the pressure and parts of me are splintering apart. And I'm like, I can take more people. I can help. I can save more people. Give me more people. I can float more people. Give me more people. And at the end of the day, the only person I'm able to help is the rich white woman. I really like haunted houses. Not like Goodfoot, but like the fake ones with actors and costumes. I went to one, and after working in community mental health, nothing scares me anymore. I went to one, and this actor came up to me, and they were like, "Oh, I'm crazy!" Yeah! And I was like, Mental health is a real crisis right now in Portland. Thank you for reaching out. Let me connect you to some resources. And they were like, no, you don't get it. I killed my mom. And I said, helping a parent go with dignity is such a noble act. Let's process your feelings. And they were like, no, you don't get it. I escaped from prison. And I said, good for you. Fuck the prison industrial complex, ACAB. I do think that mental health is kind of like witchcraft because my parents don't believe in it. Sometimes somebody told me recently that I was very immature, and I was like, I know you are, but what am I? I don't think that I'm immature. I think that I found a lot of hobbies and special interests when I was a little kid, and I never gave them up. Like, I'm still really into Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Sailor Moon and helping my dad regulate his emotions. Recently, I've gotten really into dragons. Yeah, I'm reading the Fourth Wing books. Yeah, they're so good. And I just like, I'm very addicted to dragons right now. It's all I can think about and talk about. And I'm reading all these books, and I realized that the only difference between a dragon girl and a horse girl is that horse girls might actually get to meet a horse. I won't be able to meet a dragon because they all live in England. I'm just kidding. I know they're extinct. I have to do a comedy show where I have to do impressions, and I'm not very good at impressions. Are you guys okay if I practice some impressions on you guys? So I wrote an impression of my own mom because she has a similar speaking voice that I do. We both were raised inside of helium balloons. This is my impression of my mom, Jane Holm. Hi, I'm Jane Holm. My daughter Barbara is pretty good at impressions. She's pretty good at comedy. This is my impression of my daughter Barbara when she was 12 years old and she thought she could grow up to be a stand-up comedian. Hi, my name is Barbara and I'm 12 years old and I'm very good at impressions. I'm very funny, and this is my impression of myself when I was 5 years old. Hi, my name is Barbara and I'm 5 years old and I'm the best at impressions. I am so funny, and this is my impression of the Count from Sesame Street. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. That was my impression of the Count from Sesame Street. Thank you. That was my impression of myself when I was 5. Thank you. That was my impression of my daughter Barbara when she was 12. Thank you. That was my impression of my mom. I am bisexual, which is difficult for me to say because of my speech impediment. I had to go to Los Angeles to do a comedy show, and there are all these like super confident, amazing people. And I walked into this party, and this woman came up to me, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, you are so mousy." And I was like, "I haven't said anything yet that would give you any indication of what my personality is like." And she said, "Yeah, so mousy. I'm gonna spend this entire party hanging out with you, and I'm gonna teach you how to talk to cute boys and how to not be so mousy." And that night, I fucked that girl. So now who's mousy? RFK Jr. said that he wants to put everyone with an official autism diagnosis on a registry, which is ridiculous. Who would want me as a wedding gift? Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Keep it going for Babs. Holm.